Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. I wanted to start off this afternoon's video with a question from one of my Patreon subscribers, Working Money channel. If you get a second on one of your next videos, why does XRP seem to be the only major cryptocurrency to price glitch? And why is it always dramatically higher? Is it just temporary gaps in liquidity? Or the other side of a walled garden pricing? Has Joel Katz ever commented on this? Well, that is a very, very good question that, even gets me scratching my head. The only thing I can think of, okay, the fact that XRP is really the only cryptocurrency where we see this price glitch. I mean, we've been monitoring these crypto exchanges for a very long time, and I've even asked my viewers at several different points in time if they've ever seen any other cryptocurrency glitch to the same degree, or even glitch in general, just glitch, period, the same way we've seen XRP price glitches. Nobody has come to me and said that they've seen any other cryptocurrency price glitch. Okay, so that leads me to believe that something is going on with XRP and XRP specifically, whether they're retooling behind the scenes. Usually what we see is we see glitches when there's work going on behind, in the coding or whatever, however they're deciding to manage the back end stuff. So that is generally why I would think we would see a price glitch. Now, why? So then it brings you to the question of why would they be, tinkering in the back end for XRP and XRP only? Now, the answer to that, to me, would mean that something is going on with this particular cryptocurrency. Maybe exchanges are getting ready for something big. Maybe there is something to be said about, which exchange this is happening on. Is it an ODL exchange? That is, one observation that I think we have to make note of. Or is it just a random exchange? And, does Ripple have a partnership with any kinds of exchanges where we do see these price glitches? All things that, would definitely play into this narrative. So as far as I'm concerned, I've only seen XRP price glitch, and I think that it would have to be something happening in the back end. Otherwise, we would see all these other cryptocurrencies glitch. I know Coinbase was one of them. We did see XRP go up to a $50 price point at one point. And I don't know what the reason for that was. I think Coinbase even came out and gave us a reason. But, on all these other different cryptocurrency exchanges, we've seen a $9,000 XRP, $34,000 XRP. In some cases, I think over a $1 million XRP. So I don't know. I'd like to know more, but thank you so much for your question. If you guys are interested in seeing what I'm trading this bull run, you can follow me at patreon.com/workingmoneychannel. I also try to answer all of your questions, and maybe I will do some of these in my upcoming videos, showcasing some of the questions from my Patreon subscribers. XRP Crypto Wealth guys pointing this out. So, despite XRP price moves or lack thereof, we're actually seeing inflows skyrocketing, flows into XRP-focused investment products. So not just XRP, but investment products that are related to XRP have seen increases, guys. Data shows that inflows into XRP ETPs soared more than $400,000 last week, bringing the total to more than $18.4 million since the beginning of the year. So on top of that, we are also seeing it happen with Solana, Polkadot, and Litecoin. Bitcoin has also seen inflows of $398 million, XRP 400,000, along with Litecoin at 900,000, Solana 16.3 million. So XRP not seeing a heck of a lot, although it is up in the top 5 there. Last week we saw the launch of the new Virtune exchange. Last week we also did see the launch of the new Virtune XRP ETP on the NASDAQ in Stockholm. Joining the existing 21 shares Ripple XRP ETP, CoinShares Physical XRP ETP, and the ETC Group Physical XRP and Valor Ripple XRP ETP. So all these exchange traded products are, all available in Europe so far. We still don't have one in the United States, although I'm sure that will change very soon. Wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for pointing that out. Guys, I also got an email from the BITRUE exchange, which by the way, I do use for my portfolio that I'm trading over there at Patreon. Now, I do want to remind you that if you do sign up for the Patreon, you do not need to use the BITRUE exchange. A lot of these cryptocurrencies that I'm trading, 18 different coins that I've done the research on that I think could be potential high flyers in the next bull run. They're all available on other crypto exchanges too. BitTrue is good because it's XRP centric to the point where they're sending me and other users emails that give me some more insight on what BitTrue users are holding, what they're trading. As you guys can see right now in our future service, BitTrue users are holding over 136.9 million USDT of XRP, and our data shows that 82.61% of users are long this asset. So that means that roughly 18% are short, but 82% long XRP. And you can see the long to short interest ratio there in the yellow line. long accounts are in green, of course, and short are in red. So gives us some more insight to, we're seeing the inflows coming in. We're getting, real values, real data here. Every single month I get this from BITRUE, so just wanted to show you guys that as well. Mike Manfield here, guys, bringing this. Ascor has selected Ripple partner Valente Technologies for their payment services, guys. Ascor and Valente started working together when Ascor selected Valente's low-code ISO 20022 service to accelerate its multi-country, multi-bank ISO 20022 adoption program. Today's PAAS announcement extended the partnership to incorporate SEPA instant payments. This represents an important step forward in Ascor's payment modernization strategy. Here's a quote, guys. As customer demand continues to evolve, it is crucial that financial institutions of all kinds have the solutions they need to stay competitive, especially as we're seeing an increase in the pace of regulatory change. This coming from the head of IT and post-trade at Ascor. Regulatory considerations played a crucial role in Ascor's selection of Valente's payment as a service due to the requirements to meet the aggressive deadlines for SEPA instant payments mandated by the European Union. So notice how they are going directly to these services that are already regulated and, kind of prepared for SEPA, for SWIFT integration, ACH, whatever type of, standards, a lot of these larger companies require. They go to the technology that is already enabled to, process transactions under the ISO 20022 standards. Other key factors were the need for rapid time to market in new services, tight integration into Ascor's core banking infrastructure, and the opportunity to create an extensible platform for future payment modernization. Another quote down here: with Valente's payments as a service, we can bring new instant payments and ISO 20022 services to market faster. We also have built the foundation of a platform for innovation for all our customers, easily extensible to future payment types and services. Ascor joins a group of growing number of European institutions who have adopted Valente's PAAS to realize their payment modernization goals. In welcoming Ascor as a customer, Valente extends its track record as a pioneer in ISO 20022 and instant payments. The company processed the first U.S. RTP transaction and the first instant payment in Saudi Arabia. So now Ascor is running on Valente Technologies, guys, and Valente Technologies, for those of you guys who do not know, is Ripple enabled. Valente partner Ripple to take FedNow cross-border after regulation. So this is when, back in July of last year, this is when, it was big news. They were working with FedNow. Valente runs Volpay, I believe, and that is Ripple enabled specifically. So some great news there. Wanted to thank Mike for posting that. Also happened to see this, guys, from Marty Party. FTX creditors will receive $14 billion to $16 billion in cash in October. Guys, that's not million, that is billion with a B. Remember, FTX was the biggest crash in history, in crypto history. And so these guys are going to be made whole again this coming October. This is when we're expecting this bull run to resume, Q4 of 2024 and all throughout 2025, probably for about a year after that. So this is kind of, a bit of a resting phase here. Let me bring up Bitcoin here real quickly. The resting phase, the reaccumulation zone. This is the weekly. I'm going to throw it on the 4-hour just to show you guys, what I've been observing over the last little while. And the accumulation has been happening since about March. We've been going up and we've been coming down and we've been coming up again and then down again. Hopefully we bounce back up in this level and just kind of range in here before we move to the upside. And, this could take a while. This could take till the end of Q3 2024. But by Q4 of 2024, as Marty Party is saying here, this is going to be bullish because what he's suggesting is that these people will be buying back into the market at this point in time. So it would definitely speak well to the narrative. People down here like Oshi Miri is saying it's a reverse Mt. Gox. Yes, and Germany as well. They're also selling off. But I was hearing reports that the United States was actually buying up Bitcoin at the same rate, coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally, that Germany was selling. So I don't know anymore. I mean, the narrative tells us one thing, but really it's the on-chain metrics that are really going to give us a more solid picture of what Bitcoin is doing and what how crypto is going to react to all these narrative plot points. And I call them plot points because it's pretty much just a story. People are following the narrative and acting accordingly. Our job is to really kind of guess what is going to happen next, buy when the market is low, obviously, and sell when the market goes higher. So this to me sounds like it could be very, very bullish. Wanted to thank Marty Party for pointing that out. On top of which, guys, we've had a big week for crypto in Congress. This coming from Ron Hammond here. This week in Congress and crypto. Congress is back, but not for long. Typically, this is the time for campaign rhetoric and positioning, but crypto has now found itself to be a campaign issue. This week, it means a possible veto override on SAB 121 and multiple big hearings. This is a unique position for crypto because in the past, this is when many of the active bills fell to the wayside. That is not the case now, though. There's an engaged grassroots movement seen in the FIT21 vote, hefty PACs with winning records, and Trump actively courting crypto. While it may be the top of mind for many here, let's not forget there are plenty of other policies and election issues at the forefront. The Biden post-debate drama will continue to take center stage, and over the next few days could easily determine if crypto stays in the Hill mix. Starting with the most important hearing, guys, the Senate AG, Nutrition and Forestry Ministry, hearing with the CFTC chair, Rostin Benham, as the sole witness. The House AG committee had a similar hearing a year ago, right before FIT21 was voted on in the committee, and outlets have reported that Senate AG is working on a bill. The details for the Senate market structure effort are not as clear currently, but time is short given that Congress has 3 weeks in D.C. before going back to campaigning. Given the issues, guys, the Senate AG's bill 2 years ago and the strong House vote on FIT21, this is the hearing. One thing seems clear, though, Senate AG's market structure is not FIT21. So even in a world where it moves out of committee and gets a vote in the Senate, the differences of the House versus Senate will need to be resolved, which does take time. Also unclear where Senate Republicans are on this. Other hearings to watch, though. Okay, Yellen in front of the Financial Committee and Powell in front of the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday. Powell in front of the House Financial Services on Wednesday. Custodia and stablecoins and crypto regulations generally could come up, but the economy will dominate likely. Number 8, he says the SAB 121 was voted by Biden in June, making it the most bipartisan bill to date that the president has vetoed. That is crazy to think about, and the House leads aren't backing down. It seems the veto override could be this week, led by Representative Mike Flood and Wiley Nickel. Well, we are still awaiting the date it will happen. And he says here that with a caveat that it could get pushed back to next week. This effort is a tough uphill climb as only 21 Democrats in May join all the Republicans in support, drastically below the 2/3 threshold needed. Don't count on this effort, though. Saying this, though, this leads up to SAB 121 veto override has been courting several Democrats in the last several weeks. We've also seen some elements of success, guys, like Representative Jonathan Jackson, who has a no on the May veto, but is now co-sponsoring the latest repeal. They'll need more to get a 2/3 majority, though. And this is a big one, too. Not done yet, but Representative Ro Khanna is leading his highly publicized crypto roundtable with key industry figureheads on Wednesday in D.C. Participants include KM Smith here, so Kristen Smith, Mark Cuban, Anthony Scaramucci, and Brad Garlinghouse, guys. Also, Chris Giancarlo and several others, including senior Biden White House staff. So I just wanted to bring that up. Ro Khanna, Crypto Roundtable seeks industry inroads. And guys, we are seeing some heavy hitters meeting up here. The meeting is scheduled for Wednesday. More than 24 people are expected to attend, including at least one representative of the White House, as well as billionaire entrepreneur Mark Cuban, a crypto investor and advocate. Trade publication Bitcoin Magazine was first to report on this. The fact that the details of the event have not been leaked until now is a testament to the high degree of secrecy Khanna's campaign staff has asked participants to keep. For example, the exact location is yet to be disclosed to invitees, although some are guessing it will be held at one of the handful of hotels near the White House. So guys, this is pretty big news, and they're getting some pretty big players here, including Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple. Now, we have to remember, Ko Rana was, I believe he was anti-crypto before, but guys, since then he has changed his tune, even Subjective Views commenting on this. Representative Ko Rana, a leader in the Democratic Party, is organizing a secretive blockchain roundtable in D.C. with key crypto industry leaders, including Ripple's very own Brad Garlinghouse, to discuss digital asset regulation with Biden's administration. And guys, it's happening tomorrow, Wednesday, July the 10th. And here's what he had to say just generally about crypto regulations in the United States. Remember, this is a Democrat. The tides are turning. We are seeing a sea change here. Listen to this.
Hi, thank you both for being here. Appreciate it. This question is more for Mr. Khanna on a federal level. So I'm a believer in crypto as a possible alternative to the traditional financial system, which is often corrupt and opaque. But that's only possible if there are clear rules and guidelines for crypto companies to follow. But that isn't happening on the federal level right now. Instead, the SEC is threatening lawsuits against companies like Coinbase that have done their best to abide by the law and follow best practices. causing a chilling effect on the industry and pushing jobs outside the U.S. This has been called by some regulation by enforcement. Mr. Khanna, do you think the SEC is overstepping its authority? And are you supporting any efforts for clear and sensible crypto regulation out of Congress?
I appreciate the question. I am co-sponsor of the Commodity Digital Trading Act, which actually would provide clarity on the rules for blockchain, the rules for crypto, and making sure that we know what the CFTC should regulate and what the SEC should regulate. I don't ever comment on what agencies do because it would be inappropriate for me to make a statement on what agencies are doing, but I will say that we need clear guidelines. We need to obviously make sure that things that are fraudulent like FTX have no place, but we also need to recognize the promise of blockchain and crypto technology to be decentralizing, to provide people who are users on a platform with ownership, and the potential that has, and the recognition that 20 to 30 million people own a form of cryptocurrency. So we need smart, clear regulation so people know what the rules are, so we don't have fraud, but that we also make sure that the industry stays in the United States. And I've been working and leading with the Commodity Digital Act on that.
So he sounds like a very forward-thinking politician here when it comes to cryptocurrency adoption in the United States. He's identifying all the problems that we've seen thus far and really kind of taking the bull by the horns, or at least this is what we are expecting at tomorrow's meeting. A far cry from how Gary Gensler has been handling the crypto situation in the United States thus far. So hopefully we do see something positive come out of this. I'm going to keep my eyes out, guys, and I will report back. But wanted to thank Subjective Views here and Ron Hammond just for this update here on what is happening in Congress, guys. The regulatory clarity, a very, very integral part of crypto adoption, when we're going to see cryptocurrencies like XRP eventually soar. Once we do see real-world liquidity based on a scaled-up adoption of the cryptocurrency. Smoke here, guys, also bringing this up. More patents from the Federal Reserve blockchain platform that connects federal agencies like the CIA, the FBI, the DHS, etc. Banking blockchain platforms, guys. Check this out here. We got the Federal Reserve blockchain platform, and a banking blockchain platform, Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Justice, all these agencies connected, Secret Service, the FBI, the Central Intelligence Agency. Now, this is an older document from 2022, but I think it's important to note public blockchain platform for verification of $100 bills. So also part of the technology, I guess, identifying counterfeiting, banking blockchain platform, Federal Reserve, and a flowchart here just outlining some of those applications. But guys, as Smoke is saying here, plans within plans to verify and track cash, global banking holders, and global fiat holders. And a coincidence that FedNow, a settlement service from the Federal Reserve, extends its capabilities to DLT technology. And as I was mentioning earlier in this video, Valente Technologies is in fact connected to the Fed through FedNow. Again, this from back in 2023. Ripple is a client and one of the pioneers in the field of cloud-based payments for financial communications and has contributed to the development of the FedNow service through Valente Technologies. Not to mention that Ripple partners are also ISO 20022 compatible and now also working with FedNow. So the fact that we're looking at DLT capabilities here through FedNow, and the fact that this Federal Reserve blockchain platform does have connections to these massive organizations, the CIA, the FBI, DHS, etc., etc., do you have any doubt that XRP will be one of the chosen cryptocurrencies to run the nation's banking system once we do have the clear regulatory clarity here? Again, I'm hoping something positive comes out of this meeting from tomorrow, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.